Here we go. As you can see, this brick veneer is starting to pull away from the door. This brick veneer is attached at the corner to this other wall, which is, go around the corner here, attached to this wall, and as you can see, it's starting to come out over here as well. So it's only a matter of time before I lose this whole corner. So I am going to push this wall back on the corner where we started buttressing the ground. This wall is right on the other side of these cabinets, so you can kind of see the wall poking out there through the window. So these cabinets, first thing I'm going to do is empty these cabinets, remove the cabinets. We've made a hole in the wall. Then you can see we've got some studs, nice cross brace up here, cross brace over there, and made one hell of a mess. Completely destroyed this blade for this saw here, this jigsaw. And there's dust everywhere, and it's just 50-year-old plaster dust. It's really nasty. I'm going to clean all that up, and then probably put some plastic on this hole and then figure out what. Okay, so we're using the stern section of a Vespoli 4 to hold up the 20-ton jack. And as you can see, it is starting to fail. It's collapsed on both sides. So we're going to undo this whole thing and put in a 4x4 or 6x6 or something on the bottom. Got rid of the boat hull and stacked up some 4x4s and some plywood, and got this 20-ton jack. We got a lot of load on this sucker. Just gonna leave it and see what happens. Probably add a few cranks to it every few hours. See if we can move this wall. Simultaneously gonna install our stars on the wall and start cranking on those and bring in the wall using that method as well. Get rid of the boat hull, and we've got this set up here, 20-ton jack. It actually moved it a little bit, very little. I'm going to start installing the stars. We got this big mamma jamma here with a 1-inch drill. Made this hole, but it's not doing a very good job with the wood on the inside, so I'm going to go get a wood bit and then guide through the wall, and or I should say the rod through the stud and the wall. Got some acrylic, or I should say silicone caulk in there, and get ready to tighten this down, and then I'm going to release this as soon as I get it tight, because my other star needs to go real close to this, so it's going to have to be. So here we go. Inside the wall I've got some hardware. Now I wasn't really liking this cross brace, even though it's attached to several studs diagonally in the front of the house. I didn't want to put a lot of load on that. I buttress it with this angle as well. But my primary mover is going to be this corner, this big corner. As you can see, I've got the bolt in there. So I'm going to start tightening it up and filling these holes back in and finishing this job. Final step, I've closed this back in with a piece of trim. Unfortunately, this little section here is where plaster broke out, so I had to fill it with a little plug here. Got my little access hole here on this side just being held in by caulk. And then on the back, here, I should say the front of the house, here's what we did. So we've got one here on the corner of the house, going through the corner. This is the strongest part of the house. This one going through a cross brace a little bit over. So now what I need to do is cut these off, cut off the excess, and then maybe every couple of days take a little turn on these nuts and move this wall back to where it should be. But at the very least, I'm not going to be in any danger of losing this wall at the corner of the house.